65 million children worldwide do not have the opportunity to attend school. This problem may seem unsolvable, but there is an individual solution for each child. This is why, since 1958, Children of the Mekong has developed ways to help. By sponsoring a child, you enable a child to go to school and thus allow them to change their future.
All right, but how does it specifically work?
In the 7 countries where Children of the Mekong is actively present, a large part of the population is very poor. Children often have to quit school to work in the fields, on landfills, and the streets. The local Children of the Mekong program managers directly know the families in need of support. Supported by French overseas volunteers, who also ensure the proper management of the funds, they identify and prioritize children in need of help. Children of the Mekong identifies the children in the worst conditions and those who are motivated to go to school first.
I suppose a lot of children are in this situation?
Yes, indeed. Therefore, if you wish to become a sponsor, Children of the Mekong will establish a connection with a child waiting for sponsorship. You will receive a presentation of your sponsored child, his family, his region, and information about the local team. The sponsorship money finances school materials, transportation, a uniform, and food for your sponsored child. Part of the sponsorship also goes to their family to compensate for the lost income since the child will no longer be working. However, the support is not only on a materialistic level. An exchange of letters takes place between the sponsors and their sponsored child. This relationship also encourages your sponsored child to continue their education as long as possible and to make a start in the world.
What language should we write in?
You can write in English. The letters are forwarded to the village of your sponsored child. Far from our culture where everything is instantaneous, sponsorship is a beautiful lesson in patience. Do not hesitate to involve your children or grandchildren in writing letters as well. You can also send photos or postcards. In response, your sponsored child will send you letters. And even if they do not always know what to write, in a culture where everything is mainly verbal, their letters are touching.
Is it possible to help a group of children and not just one in particular?
This is what we call collective sponsorship. It responds to needs where individual sponsorship cannot be put in place, such as supporting street children, providing education for refugees and sick children, and building school centers. Every year you will receive news from the center you are supporting, and will see it evolve and develop over time.
How long does the sponsorship last?
Sponsorship helps to support a child's education in the long run. It extends to the education of your sponsored child. As soon as your child finishes their studies, the sponsorship stops, and we will thereafter propose for you to help another child in need. If for any reason your sponsorship needs to end, we will strive to find a new sponsor as soon as possible.
What will become of my sponsored child after his or her studies?
Most of the children we help remain in their area. The education they received allows them to develop new skills that enable them to find a job. Others also have the ability and desire to go further in their studies. For this reason, Children of the Mekong has developed several education centers to accommodate students and continue supporting them until their first job. Furthermore, you can also sponsor a university student and maintain an epistolary relationship, just like sponsoring a child.
We hear so much about other charities. How can one be certain that Children of the Mekong is properly managed?
Children of the Mekong has received numerous acknowledgments. If you wish, you can even travel to Asia to meet your sponsored child and our local teams. These are always incredible moments and full of wonderful emotions. Lastly, do not hesitate to consult reviews on the internet.
How much does sponsorship cost?
Sponsorship costs £28 per month and £43 per month if you wish to support a university student.
Okay, I'm in. Where do we go from here?
You can simply visit our website, www.childrenofthemekong.org. It takes about 2 minutes.